Getting back to the completion of the beam competition, this is Amanda Borden, who's really had a disappointing meet so far.
Remember, Dominique Dawes on top with the Shannon Miller fall from the balance beam. Now watch this element, borrowed from men's pommel horse here. I love it when I can say that.
That didn't happen to be your best event, did it, Tim, by chance?
Maybe a decade ago, but...
You were the '86 national champion here, not too long ago.
Great start for Amanda Borden. Her first tumbling run. She has a very nice presence on the balance beam. Has had some problems in the past staying on the beam. She'll do a couple leaps right into a back dive to hand.
She fought her way back up on top.
Talk about tenacious. These athletes are so tough.
Tim, you know she's in so much pain right now, but just will not let that show to the judges.
Boy, strong finish after that problem.
There's the pain that was felt.
I think we're trying to pull a Paul Hunter around the beam.
But she does seem all right.
When you're talking about balance beam, Dan, 4 inches wide, a little bit off is a little bit too much, as we'll see right here. Everything looks fine, but just the slightest bit off to the side.
You can hear the reaction from the crowd. They can see the replays above the Delta Center, and they can feel this almost as much as Amanda.
I thought you were trying to...
But look at the tenacity, scraping back up, crawling back up onto the balance beam.
She didn't fall off the beam, Tim, but what kind of a deduction is that?
Well, Dan, that's at least a 0.5 of a point deduction. But the thing I'm so impressed with after that fall, being in pain, she basically goes through a flawless exercise after that point.
And salvages a 9.012. Maybe she should have got 5 tenths added for guts. And another new surprising face to this year's meet, Kelly Davis, her very first elite meet. She just turned 15 from Pompano Beach, Florida.
Shocking not only herself, but her coaches with a 7th place finish in the all-round. And this was probably the biggest shock of all, according to her coaches. Balance beam, not her strong point. She's a tumbler and a vaulter, according to Coach Tim Rand.
Seems if we're going to see any nerves from a newcomer, it would be on the beam, especially.
You would see it here, certainly. Her first tumbling sequence, flip-flop to 2 layouts. A little bit ragged, but she stays on the beam.
Dominique Dawes has the lead in this event. Shannon Miller fell on her mount, but is in 2nd place. So there is room for Kelly Davis.
Very impressed at how calm she appears for her first major competition, especially on the balance beam. The dismount double back. Boy, it is going to be close, I'll tell you. It is going to be real, real close. I said earlier that Shannon Miller would have had a gold medal performance if she hadn't fallen, for sure. This was a good exercise. You know, it doesn't really knock your socks off, but she does have some technical errors and some form errors throughout. And we'll see those right here. Watch her knees during these layout step outs here. You notice they're a little bit bent and the feet are a little bit flexed, but she does the most important thing. She stays on the balance beam.
She lives with her coaches, Tim and Tony Rand, and there is the score, a 9.437, and that is good enough for second place in the balance beam for Kelly Davis. Her coaches likened this meet to a major league debut, and she put on a major league performance. Dominique Dawes takes the second goal of the evening, though. Back with the final event in a moment.